So version 0.95 of the marking scheme tool has got a new tab called Blackboard to help with pushing marks back into Astra. I'm going to show you that in this short video clip. So let's load up a marking scheme. Okay, so we see I've got a module here with some assignments and assessments and so on in it. If I go to the new Blackboard tab, you'll find a button on the right hand side that says find open grade center exported file. Before we do that, we need to go to grade center and export that file. So here is the grade center for one of my modules. You go to full grade center, click download from work offline. Don't bother to worry about any of those. Click submit and download, and we will have a file downloaded. If I now go back to my marking scheme tool and say find the file, it's not on the desktop, it's in downloads, and there we are, that's the file that's just appeared. If I open that file, you'll see a set of columns appear. On the left hand side we have the existing assignments in the marking tool. In the center column we have the items downloaded from Blackboard, and then there's a tick box at the end to say which sets of marks we want to export, and we can change these. The tool has guessed from the names which one is which. You need to check these because it is a bit of a guess. You can select whichever mapping you want, so if it guessed wrong we can change that to the one that we want. Okay, having done that, we can then click create grade center file, and if all goes well, we'll see a new file here with _upload at the end. Okay. If I now go back to Blackboard, I can go to full grade center again and do an upload. It will then ask me to find the file. Okay. It is that one. Submit. You can leave auto on all of those, and it will then present me with a page saying what it's going to update. So we can see assignment submission, there's a whole list of new marks that are going to be inserted into there. If we're happy with that, nothing looks completely stupid, then we hit submit. There will be dashes, for instance, where a student doesn't have a mark or is marked as absent and so on. Yeah. Now, if we have a look at our web page, we can see that for that assignment there is a whole set of marks that have been added in, and the exam result marks have also gone in there. Okay, that's it. We can also download from Blackboard if we want to. So if I had a column in here that had been generated via some other mechanism, via Turnitin or whatever, what I can do is go to the tool and you select the column that you want to import. So let me say I haven't got a new column here, but let me say I wanted to download the column for assignment. Then I could do that. So import marks or students. And you can see it's giving me a bunch of messages because there's no marks for that in the original file that we downloaded. If we now go to the assessments, there's a new assessment which is imported, and that one, and it's only got one task, and that task will have the appropriate results associated with it if there had been some results there. Okay. You can see on the tool, once you've mapped it to Blackboard, it will tell you how many marks it intends to add and how many marks it's going to update and how many marks it's not going to change. Okay. The marks in Blackboard are all out of 100%, and the weightings for the components are then taken from the Astra weightings when these get pushed to Astra. If they're columns that have been generated automatically because you've had a Turnitin assignment or a Blackboard assignment, those will appear automatically for you, and all you have to do is map them to the marks that you've got in the marking tool. If you want to upload other marks, for example sets of worksheets, then what you need to do is to create a new column in here. I'm talking to the Blackboard team about doing that automatically, but at the moment we can't do that automatically, so you need to create a column to upload my worksheets which were not submitted via Blackboard. So I click create column. I'm going to call it worksheets, and I need to give it points possible, which in this case was 12.5% of the of the module marks, and I do not want to at the moment allow the students to see those. You may want to allow the students to see these marks. So I submit that, and that creates me a new column. So now I can do a download the file again. Okay. I'm going to find the file again. It'll be that one. Okay, and you can see this time I've got worksheets has appeared there because I've added it to the Blackboard column list, and it tells me now I'm going to add 93 new marks to that. The other two is not going to add any because those marks are already in Blackboard because I uploaded them previously when I uploaded the file. Okay, so it won't. I could untick those to avoid exporting those marks again. Doesn't make any difference in this case because none of them have changed. Okay, I was wondering why it says update 85 here. The reason is actually due to some rounding here. We won't worry about that now because it's effectively going to update it to the same marks. It's just got lots of zeros on here. Okay, so I created the file, so I can go back to Blackboard and go back to my Grade Center upload. Find my file, and I want the latest one, which is that one. Okay, submit that. Hopefully here is my set of worksheet marks. They're now a percentage, so because it was 12.5% of the original module, it's converted them into the percentages here. So that's it. You'll notice that I've got these red lines through these marks. Normally they will not, if you've created a Turnitin or a Blackboard assignment, they will not be marked through. They will be green ticks, which means the students can see the marks. What I advise you do is when you first upload a set of marks is to go and edit that column information and disable, Blackboard, disable the viewing of the marks. So down here we can say this will by default be yes, show this column to students. If you want to upload a set of marks and double check them all before the students can see them, then edit the column first and change that flag. Okay, great. Tell me if anything doesn't work or you have any problems. Okay, so this video explains how you can then do the second part of the process, which is to link the Blackboard Grade Center marks to Astra. I have no responsibility for this tool whatsoever. It is the Blackboard team, but I will show you how to make it work. So we first of all need to enable the tool for our modules. This is my module, and I need to go to Customization and click the button here. And then I need to go to Tool Availability, and I need to select Astra Sync there. And then I need to submit that. At that point, I now have in Course Tools a new item here, Map Columns. So if I click on that one, wait a bit more. There's this interface. What you can do now is to show all of the columns which we previously saw in Grade Center. And the idea is you can simply drag the columns that you want into one of these boxes. They are the items of work specified in Astra for the module. So the things that are on the module description essentially. So you need to have a column or generate a column which represents each of those component items of work that Astra is going to have a mark for. You drag those columns in, and if this module was a live module that hadn't already had its marks put into Astra, I would then have a submit button here, which when I'm happy with everything I can hit submit, and that set of marks will then be propagated into Astra within the constraints of the timings that that's allowed to happen for. And that's it. So essentially, if you've got stuff marked in the MFA, you can download the CSV file, push those marks back into a Blackboard column, and then go to this interface to link those marks up to Astra. And hopefully we can save Stephen a good deal of work.